Are you ready for the holidays? Whether you're ready or not, there's going to be a lot of shopping to be done between now and end of the year. Whether it's Black Friday shopping or a list of presents you have to get before Christmas Day, or simply grocery shopping for all different events that you have to go to during this time. And if you're one of those that still like to go to the store in person and see the stuff and touch them before you actually buy them, or you simply enjoy browsing the store and hunting for good deals, then this is the video for you. Hi, my name is Ping Ping. Welcome to my channel. Today, I want to share some safety tips and I encourage you to apply when you go out and about, especially during this holiday hectic season. Like I said, a lot of us are going to be out there shopping, with running a list of errands that we have to do. And guess who is also out there? You're right, criminals. Okay, so they are also out there shopping in their way. Okay, so they know that a lot of us are going to have cars loaded with the stuff we just buy, especially presents, electronics, all kinds of things. Or they know that we carry gift cards. If we could have gift cards on us, we could have gift cards in the car. So they are out there too. So what I'm here to, I'm hoping that I can encourage you to be more conscious about what you plan to do when you go out and about. Okay. So tip number 1, if possible, go with someone. Ask someone to go with you. Don't go by yourself. And the reason is that especially if you go to a store that you know is going to be crowded, or you're going to end up with multiple bags or boxes, hopefully you have someone that can either help you carry them, especially from the store to the car, or you can keep an eye on each other's stuff, like your bags and, just in general, just have someone with you. And of course, I know it's not always possible, but this is just something that I encourage you to consider. Tip number 2, wear practical outfits and handbags. So if you have a jacket that has pockets, I encourage you to wear them. Of course, I know that we all like to wear pretty clothes and carry nice, pretty bags when you go out and shopping. But during this time of year, it's extra hectic. So I would encourage you to wear something more practical. For example, I have a go-to jacket. It has pockets on both sides with zippers. And the zippers are big enough so I can put my cell phone inside. And on the other side, I can put my car key or a few cards, for example, store cards that I know I will be using during that trip. And they have zippers, so I'm not worried about it falling out of my pockets. And if you don't have a jacket, say if you wear pants, hopefully you have pants that have pockets. For example, I have leggings that have pockets on both sides, so I can easily slide my cell phone inside a pocket on the side of the legging, or you can also put like cards, a few cards on the other side. So the idea is that you want to free up your hands. So for the bags, same idea. Carry something that can free up your hands. For example, messenger bags or crossbody bags or sling bags. And personally, I really like sling bags because I can wear them across the body, and also I can switch around. So sometimes I can have the bag on my back, and when I need to get something out of the bag, I actually just kind of rotate it to the front. So my sling bag is in front of me, so I can easily access it with the zipper, and then just kind of like I get to adjust it the whole time, like anytime that I need to. So this way, if I'm in a crowded place, I can actually put it in the front so I can kind of protect it. So I don't want it to be behind me and kind of open, exposed. So this is something I really encourage you to do. Okay. Number 3, before you head out, make sure that you have enough trunk space to put stuff that you plan to buy. For example, if you have stuff that you regularly store in your trunk, like a beach chair or anything like that, hopefully that you can clear it out for the trips that you anticipate that you need a lot of space. So this way you can avoid standing outside the store in the parking lot, trying to rearrange your trunk and trying to see how you can fit everything in the car. So I've seen them happening a lot, and I hope that you can avoid them because it is just not very ideal. You really don't want to put yourself in that kind of position. You make yourself an easy target, okay? The next one is make sure you plan your routes. If you have multiple stops, make sure that you know where to go first and how to kind of follow your route. That way you don't have to kind of like sitting in the car and looking for the direction and thinking about, oh, where am I going to go? Because the idea is that I'm hoping that you can avoid sitting in the car and looking through your phone and trying to find directions and maps and thinking about what I need to do next, because the longer that you sit in car, the longer you put yourself in a risk. So I hope that you can plan before you head out the store. And the next thing is that once you plan your routes, hopefully you also plan your cards. For example, if you have gift cards or store cards that you want to use, instead of bring a stack of them, only bring the one that you know you will be using during that trip. For example, I've seen situations at the cashier at the store where someone in the front pull out a stack of gift cards and trying to shuffle through and looking for the one they need for that particular store. So avoid doing that. One thing is that you're going to hold up the line and people are going to get annoyed at you. We've all been there. We've probably done that. Another reason is that you really don't want to show people that you're carrying that much stuff, because we know that gift card is considered cash. So it's basically it's like you're pulling out a stack of cash and you're exposing yourself. So let's avoid doing that. And the next thing is that if you decide to apply for a store card or whatever kind of discount card at the store on the spot, there are different kind of scenarios I can think of. One is that you're going to have like a keypad in front of you. So it's going to ask you questions to enter, say, your social security number, your phone number, address, or income. So those are the things that you want to pay attention. Kind of like before you start doing that, just look around and see who is around you and how close they are. If they're standing too close to you, you can actually kindly ask them, say, sir, can you please stand back a little bit while I do this? You can just ask them politely that is okay. Another scenario is that the clerk will ask you to provide all the information. She's going to enter it for you on her side of the counter while you tell her the information she's asking you. So at the same time, because you don't want people to memorize it and just kind of steal your information, so make sure that you pay attention to who is standing around you and just kind of give that information between you and the cashier. And the last scenario is that you might have to write the information on a piece of paper or the application forms. So now I think it's probably less and less that you have to write anything, but sometimes the cashier prefer that you put your information on the application form so she can enter it on her end. That's easier. Make sure that after she's done with it, ask her to return that piece of paper back to you, because I don't really want my information lingering around. Even if she tosses it after she's done, it's still somewhere in the store and you don't know who's going to go through the trash. Okay, so always remember, if you write anything on a piece of paper for the store clerk, always ask them back. Okay, take it home and throw it away and then just toss it. Once you're done shopping at a store, avoid just rushing out of the door. We have a tendency of do that. I do, because as soon as I'm done, my mind is usually racing to see what I need to do next. So don't do that. Just kind of like pause and just think about if you have everything that ready to go from the store to the car. For example, are you carrying the bag in a sense where you have one hand at least free to open your door or your trunk? Another thing is that if you still use key to unlock your car door, make sure you have them ready instead of shuffling through your bag standing next to your car. Okay, that is just not very good. Okay. Or say if you have to make a quick phone call or send a quick text before you hit the road again, I would prefer that you do it inside the store. I usually try to do inside the store before I step out the store. I avoid standing outside the store texting or sitting in my car texting or do anything like that, because I want to get in my car, put my stuff in and get in the car and then just leave. Okay. And when you get to the car, remember, load the most expensive items first into the inner side of the car. So hopefully you can kind of already have an idea of what you need to load first. And once you're done, close your trunk before you walk away and return that empty shopping cart. So remember, your cart now is full of the stuff that you just bought, and you don't want to leave them unattended and unlocked. So before you walk away, lock it. Unless you have someone with you, they can keep an eye on the stuff for you. And the last thing is basically, once you're done, return the car, everything loaded, you're ready to go, get inside your car, lock the door, and just leave. Okay? There's really no reason to linger around in that car. But I know that sometimes you have to, like I said, you might have to make a quick phone call or return a text that you just didn't do earlier, and you realize you have to do it before you start driving again, or you realize that you forgot the direction to the next store. Then I would suggest that you still leave that spot and then maybe drive to the next, like closest area that you can kind of pay attention and survey the area and then kind of temporarily park there while you do that quickly. If you like what I share, please like, share, and subscribe and help me grow my channel. If you have any questions or anything you would like to share, please comment below. I would love to hear from you. And until next time, stay safe.